What's the motherfucking deal? Welcome to the Den. I am your host. I forgot my name. No, I'm joking. Your host, Ed Honcho. I hope you're all doing well tonight. We have plenty to discuss. We're going to talk a little bit about the Steve Harvey and Mo'nique situation. You know, some of my thoughts on that, and just kind of whatever's on your mind. You know how we do in the Den. Like I say, plenty of things to discuss tonight, but we're going to speak on that. That's primarily the topic. And then, if there's some other things that you guys have on your mind, when we open up the call-in line, feel free to speak your mind on whatever's going on. Questions, advice, discussion, whatever it may be. The best conversation on the internet. I'm looking for my tablet right here. Okay. On my pen. So I hope you're all doing well tonight. And so before we get into the conversation, we got to discuss the most important thing. And make sure you're following the Den on all the proper English first. Proper social networks. Facebook.com/Den Show Live. Twitter and Instagram at Den Show Live. And I believe the link for the Facebook group, for those of us who still use Facebook. I know I'm old school. We have I don't think it's private, but a closed Facebook group. So if you want to join, some Den conversation throughout the day, feel free. We talk a little bit of shit. So we're going to see who do we have joining us this evening, and then we're going to get into the conversation, man. Which friends of the Den's with us? Kellum Boys, what's the motherfucking deal? Vici Online, what's the motherfucking deal? Jess Sarah, always good to see you. Beyond the Funny Nigga, Keisha Ross, welcome back. Heidi, the new Den champion, unfortunately. Baker Man, what's the motherfucking deal? Debo, Wink, what's the motherfucking deal? And shout out to everybody, man. I'm glad you all could join this evening. So here's the deal. A lot of people feeling a lot of different ways about this situation. Jordan Hendley, Eastside Hero, what's the motherfucking deal? I'm glad y'all could join us. A lot of people feeling a lot of different ways about this clip that has kind of spread around the internet. And everybody calling Steve Harvey and Uncle Tom D-Love, what's the motherfucking deal? The hardest working man in the military, D-Love. Hope you're doing all right this evening. But the clip is basically Monique talking about, keeping her integrity. And Steve is telling her, and like many other actresses have been telling her, about, if you want to be in this business, you got to play the game. And so people are taking it and running around, oh, Steve, he's a house nigga, he's a coon, he's an Uncle Tom, he's all of these things. I don't see it that way. I see Steve Harvey realizing that his friend, because him and Monique have been knowing each other, I think they said for like 25 years or so, wants to be in a certain position. And he's offering the best advice that he possibly can. Let's be real. Hollywood is a game. And everybody calling him Uncle Tom and a house nigga and saying this. Why are they not mad at the actual black people that are blackballing her? It's not Steve Harvey that's blackballing her. It's not Whoopi. They try to talk shit about her. It's Oprah, Lee Daniels, and Tyler Perry. I don't give a shit about none of them anyway. But those are three of not the three most powerful black people in Hollywood. Those are the people who are blackballing her ever since she declined to do the extra promo for the Precious movie. So my thing is I don't look at it like that. My deal is I'm not mad at Steve. I don't agree with a majority of shit Steve does, but I feel Steve and I feel where Steve comes from. When Steve was homeless, Steve has been Steve was, where he came from. Hey, it is what it is. He's 60 years old. He's talking about taking care of his family. Motherfuckers get wiped out all the time. Now, the thing is, we say, hey, oh, they selling out to this, they selling out to that. But here's the thing you got to look at in Hollywood, okay? It's not about a racial sellout. It's about you either going to play that game or you're not. And if you don't want to play the game, Don't fuck with the Hollywood shit. Everybody knows what it is because it wasn't all black chicks that was Harvey Weinstein was filling up and getting sucked up by and fucking with and doing all that. It was all kind of race playing that game. You know what I'm saying? Steve let Family Feud go to his head, but playing that Hollywood game. So everybody talking about Steve. Steve is just basically telling, look, if you want to play that, you want to be. Mo'nique wants to be back in Hollywood bad. Beyond Autumn Wise, what's the motherfucking deal? She wants to be in Hollywood. If she didn't, she wouldn't be talking about this shit anymore. She would have went her own way. Okay. Here's where I feel like Mo'nique fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? This is where she fucked up because you notice how it's everybody else. It's always everybody else. It was, you know, they blackballed her. Okay. If that's a real thing, it's a real thing. It's Netflix's fault. Netflix giving everybody and their mama a fucking special. She feels like she wants more money. Cat Williams came and laid the game down on how Netflix works. They go by your ticket sales, you know. Until you feel Steve is two-sided. No, why do you think that? And again, like I say, all opinions welcome. And like I say, y'all ain't got to agree with me. We just got to toss salads low-key or something. Oh, that's terrible. But Hollywood is weird. And this is my thing. Squirt, what's the motherfucking deal? Like, I'm not disavowing that Hollywood is weird, but Mo'nique knew that before she got into the motherfucking game. She been knowing that, because even if it wasn't about getting blackballed, I'm sure it was some other weird shit. Mo'nique is weird herself. Her and her husband got the whole open relationship shit going on. And she ain't shaved her legs for a long ass time. Let's be realistic. And I'm not knocking Mo'nique. I like Mo'nique. I'm not like a big super Mo'nique fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big, you know, everything. Let's be realistic. Mo'nique's best role was fucking Precious. Okay? Everything before that, she was playing some type of role that played off of her being a big girl. Fat Girls was a movie. You know, being the big cut. Was it in Roscoe? I think somebody called her fat. She got into a fight. Like, you know, my thing is fucking the Parkers. She was a desperate chick chasing after Professor Ogilvy. You know, she always played like this desperation role. So she typecast herself by always being in that shit. I forgot she was in the fucking Soul Play. And so my thing is, she put herself in that category. Now, when you're an actor or an actress, I look at that, and I was saying in an earlier video, I look at that like an independent business. Okay. When people solicit a new business, when you're a new business and you really don't have, say, that many customers, right? You know, so did lose weight quick. And she been flaunting that shit like a motherfucker, she got old, trying to be more revealing and shit. But you know, I look at being an actor as a business because you're competing with other actors for roles. Just like if you are bidding on a construction job, you know, you're going against other companies who can provide the best service. Sometimes you got to go above and beyond. So the thing is, Mo'nique got put in a position with Precious where she's never had that opportunity before. All the other shit was B-rated, C-rated movies, rinky-dink shit. This was a Hollywood, you know, A-level movie. She got nominated for all kind of awards and all this other shit. Monique on Empire. Oh, see, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Terrible. And so my thing is this. Look, Mo'nique, I fuck with you. I fuck with your cause, but at the same time, you might be fighting too many battles and you spreading yourself thin. And so this is what I'm saying. You had an opportunity. What they wanted her to do, she got paid $50,000. She signed up for that. All right. She got $50,000. She signed up for that. Cool. Now they asked her, you know, you have three of the most powerful celebrities in again, black celebrities. So one, you got to know something up when one of them call you and then the other one call you. And then, you know, Oprah ain't talking to Mo'nique like that. Lee Daniels might be fucking with her on the little shit because she did the movie. Tyler Perry, you know, it is what it is. He probably called her talking like Madea and shit. But my thing is this. If you would have went to the Cannes Film Festival, Mo'nique, let's be realistic. Can anybody deny that Mo'nique is not an international talent? You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I didn't know she played on Empire. Like the way she makes it, she blackballed, and that's a Lee Daniels thing. So shit, if she must be getting some kind of little love. But would anybody say that Mo'nique is an international talent? Or would you say that she's pretty much typecast to mainly black entertainment? I don't even know if up until past pressure, like white people were really familiar with Monique. White people wasn't watching the Parkers. I don't know if they was watching Moesha. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, she is a big talent. Well, she ain't as big. She ain't as big either way anymore. So when we went to Trump Towers, whatever, man, you know, that's the whole, man. I'm gonna jot that down. We're gonna talk about Steve and the Trump Tower. But my thing with Monique is that she's had opportunities. And again, obviously you with the shit, you with them people, you know what kind of weird shit they is, you know what kind of shit they own. So obviously you was cool with that. You know what I'm saying? And okay, that's what I mean. That's my thing. So if she would have said, hey, you know what? If she would have thought about it like this, and this is how I think about it. Mick Fitz, what's the motherfucking deal? Squirt, what's the motherfucking deal? Dr. Rabbit, what's the motherfucking deal? My fault if I missed anybody else. Let me check real quick. Tina S, what's the motherfucking deal? Make sure I ain't miss nobody. You know, it's all love. Shout out to all the friends of Den. But my thing is this. Hey, I can go to an international place. I'm going to be seen rubbing shoulders with some of these, you know, maybe hobnobbing or whatever you want to call it. But there's going to be other directors there. It's going to be other shit like that. And yeah, she's awful. I went and actually tried to be like, honestly, and watch some Tiffany Haddish stand-ups. I couldn't even get into it, man. And Monique is way funnier than her. Shit, some more. All them older female comedians. Shit, Cheryl Underwood got up shitting on all of them. But, you know, way funnier than Haddish. But my thing is, she could have opened herself up to those audiences. Yeah, she only got $50,000 to do the movie, but you got to think about the long game. And so I'm going to go somewhere where people don't know me. I can make a name for myself. I can kind of, you know, put myself out there, maybe rub shoulders with some other directors. Because After Pressure, she won a bunch of awards for that. But then she got labeled hard to work with, kind of on some prima donna shit. And do I think that she was really? No, I don't think that's her. I really don't. And I don't knock the hustle. You know, I don't knock the hustle when, you know, hey, you know, fuck you, pay me my money for what I work for. But sometimes you got to realize when an opportunity is going to cash you dividends in the future. You know what I mean? And I don't think she realized that. She just wanted her money for that role because she was used to playing those little petty Annie roles. She had never had that kind of experience really with a big major production where she was a feature face of sorts, and they wanted her to do that shit, you know. And that late night show didn't last that long. I think it lasted a season or two. Because old buddy from the late night show, I was watching some shit where he was talking about it. He just said, man, one day they thought they was finna start filming, and then they basically told the show's over with, you know. And so a lot of people who were working on that show, a couple of hundred people got working on that show, just basically out of work. You know, she was cool, and I'm not saying that she did it, but you know, that it just didn't last. So my thing though is if she would have made that move, said, fuck it, okay, I'm gonna go work for free. It's not like I'm sure they wasn't gonna make her, well, here, you're gonna have to pay for this, and this. I'm sure the studio, you could have billed that to the studio. If anything, write it off on your fucking taxes or whatever. She could have had more longevity had she went to the Cannes Film Festival, because that's really what it all boils down to. That's what playing the game was. And that's what Whoopi was telling her about. That's what Steve was trying to tell her about, you know, and some other people. But she plays the role. And again, like I said, I'm not saying this to knock Monique. I like Monique. I just think she should have took a different path, because I don't think it's as bad as she tries to make it. Like, she tries to get people under this cause, but I don't think it is really what it is, the way she's saying it. So when she did all this, she, you know, started saying, okay, I'm blackballed, I'm this, and this. Okay, well, you know, what was your part to play in it? All right, well, you didn't want to play that game. Brinson, what's the motherfucking deal? And so, understandable. Like I say, I understand. I can get behind the principle. Hey, I'm not finna do nothing but what you pay me for. But when you make that decision, then you showed, okay, I'm not willing to go over and above for this situation. And so that's why she's kind of blackballed, because you go look at After Precious, and the fact that she won all those awards that she had never even been nominated for, never been ever mentioned in. I mean, awards that she was nominated for a bunch of, even a bunch of local shit. I think she got the Best Supporting Actress and all that. And after that, nothing. You become an Oscar nominated, Emmy nominated, whatever it is, or Emmy winning actress. Your pay scale goes up. But after that, but nobody fucking with her. Why is that? It doesn't make sense. So again, you know, it is what it is. My thing is, yeah, that's my thing too. And so now let's get to the Netflix thing about Monique. She sat there and said, oh, it was sexist and it was racist. And Wanda Sykes only got offered, I think, $250,000. I think they offered her $500,000. I think Wanda Sykes got offered $250,000. Oh, see, look, it's because of Wanda Sykes is a woman and she's gay. They're not. And then Cat Williams came out and said, hey, they pay you based on your most recent ticket sales. Red S, what's the motherfucking deal? Lyric Northside, what's the motherfucking deal? Glad you could join us this evening. And that Netflix has a basically their pay scale is on your ticket sales. My thing is this. Let's be realistic, like we just mentioned earlier. Monique has a small demographic. Netflix has millions of subscribers. The point is to get more people, you know, renewing their subscription or sticking with it. If you say, hey, okay, well, Dave Chappelle got all that money. Why? Because they're going to recoup all that money they made from Dave Chappelle in 1 month. How many people are going to subscribe to Netflix, even if it's just for a month? You know what I'm saying? But just for a month to watch those Dave Chappelle specials. Everybody and their mama. Dave's coming out of retirement. I'm finna go get the Netflix special. He's got 4 specials on Netflix. I'm finna go watch them hoes. You know what I'm saying? Of course, because he's going to bring eyes to Netflix. People who wasn't even fucking with Netflix. Oh man, I got Hulu or I got, you know, something else. Man, I got to go get Netflix for this 1 month. I want to see that Dave. So that's going to bring people to the platform. But if I said, man, hey, Netflix, one, you can't really market this shit because you're going to be losing money on the marketing. Really, if you push Monique, nobody's going to say, oh, I got to go get that Netflix because Monique's going to be on there. Nobody's checking for Monique like that. Even the people who are fans of Monique, DeMarcus, I agree. We're going to talk about Steve because Steve had some issues with Bernie. We're going to talk about it. And that's why I say I'm not 100% behind Steve, but I'm not anti what he told her. You know, he got some other issues that we're going to discuss, but I'm not anti what he told her. So my issue with that is, come on, Monique, quit trying to tell, oh, don't subscribe to Netflix anymore because it's racist. And, you know, this, and that's not the case. They pay like you weigh. Well, I don't know if that's the best way to say it, but, you know, they pay like you put out. You know what I'm saying? And so she wasn't putting up those numbers. Yes, in her past, Monique was a big seller. She might still be selling. She has the residency, and that's cool. I'm not knocking it. That's what's up. Congratulations for her because she still got money coming in. That's what's up. But the way she, to me, in my opinion, the way she's been spinning all this shit, like, come on, man, I can't get behind that. One, you telling me $500,000 for an hour special? And people are like, well, she wouldn't be able to reuse those jokes if she did it. None of the motherfuckers do. You realize Dave Chappelle put out, 4 completely different specials, right? Of course, it was big bucks, but shit, you telling me you're going to go make $500,000 to come up with enough jokes for an hour, and then you can't reuse those jokes again? You can't reuse those jokes on a special or that you're recording, but you can reuse those jokes again if you got motherfuckers like, miss me with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen plenty of comedians because I remember when Kevin Hart first started, and that's kind of why I lost a lot of interest. That shit, all especially he was doing on TV, he was fucking reusing the same day. That fucking PlayStation fighting his girlfriend joke. I don't know how many times I heard that motherfucker on different specials, altered and reused. So my thing is $500,000, right? This is how you play that game. And this is why I say, like, I'm not knocking what she's done, but I don't think Monique has that long-term business sense. And so, you know, my thing is this. Why not go take that $500,000? And one of two things is going to happen. Maybe two of two things is going to happen. Take that $500,000, put out that special, that 1 hour special. Cool, you done made $500,000. You're gonna be all right for a little bit with that $500,000. That'll get you enough. That'll get you enough time to, you know, come up with some more jokes, get creative. Then once you take that, special, now that you have a Netflix special, you got a lot of comedy junkies on Netflix. You got a lot of women on Netflix who are going to maybe not have been familiar. You're going to have another crowd of people who have not been familiar with her. And they're going to say, let me check this out. I done watched everything else on Netflix. Let me see what this Monique about. oh, okay, hey, she's pretty funny. So now, guess what? When you go on tour, hey, Monique's coming to town. Man, I seen her Netflix special. It was hilarious. I'm gonna go spend money with Monique because I want to see her tour. Or it's, hey, she's got that residency in Las Vegas. Hey, we going to Vegas. Let's go make sure we stop in and see her show. You know what I mean? My thing is, she didn't want to do that. She wanted more money just because she felt like, I already got a resume. That's cool, Giant Mess. What's the motherfucking deal? That's cool that you already have a resume, but that resume only lasts for so long. Like, I understand what you're talking about with Amy Schumer and all that, but Amy Schumer, even though she was stealing jokes and doing everything else, she was popular at the time. You know, she ruined Netflix and the rating system at that time that they brought her in. She was popular. So it is what it is. Not saying that she was good, but she was popular. White persuasion was the motherfucking deal. And so, again, why not take that shit and hustle off that shit, man? Fucking do the Netflix special, bam, that's money in your pocket. Okay, show people that you back. Now you're getting a new crowd of people who are interested in what you do. You know, you're showing people that you still out there, you still active, because a lot of people wasn't familiar with the show. I didn't even know what the show came with, BET, I think. And I don't watch BET. It's a lot of motherfuckers who ain't fucking with BET because of everything else. And I'm assuming I can't even recall. But what my thing is, you know, put yourself out there and then flip that shit. And then guess what? Even if you don't do the tour and the ticket sale thing, if you have a quality, if you believe in yourself and your jokes are fire, and you motherfucking me wreck that fucking stand-up. I mean, you just kill it. And it becomes a popular stand-up. Guess what? Netflix don't come knocking on your door. Hey, Monique, man, that last special you had, man, it was great. Man, what do we got to do to make another one happen? Oh, you gonna have to break some bread, player. And you know, invest in yourself. And it's not like you taking L's. Invest in yourself. What you're doing, what she's out there doing, is comparing. You know what's going. This is a 24-hour world now. You gotta keep fucking grinding because the next motherfucker's doing the next thing. And if you're not competing, if you're not pushing, you become yesterday's news. Okay. So my thing is, you say when called wealthy artists acted radically against blue collar values, should not be surprised. The drama club kids were weird and irrational when they were broke. Man, you better get it up off you, man. You better get it up off you, persuasion. But my thing is, her hustle to me is questionable, you know, and that's my deal. So I'm not knocking Monique, but I think Steve told her the right shit. Now, he may have his own questionable issues, but in talking about her situation, I don't think Steve was wrong. Steve said, hey, I'm out here for my family. I got kids. I have grandkids. Steve not going to be in the game like that much longer. And he knows that he has to maximize what he has. Steve's 60-something years old, okay? He's only got a limited amount of time left that he's going to be relatable, fuck-wittable, and I'm sure he'll have his own things and he'll be putting other people on. But right now, he has only so many opportunities to get his. So my thing is, get your shit while you can. Monique has to realize she's getting older. The people who fuck with her or relate to her is shrinking. You have a limited window, you know, and I'm not knocking because I know she got a YouTube channel and some other stuff, you know what I mean? But you got to get it while the big opportunities are available, you know what I mean? And she's not doing that. And so she'd rather complain about it and fuss and bitch about it. But guess what? That game ain't finna change. It might be some new faces, but it's going to be the same old game. It's like I say, and I don't think that it's just it's because I'm black, because it's black people who are blackballing because she's only been in black movies. And so the people who control the black movies, Oprah, Tyler, Lee Daniels, these are the motherfuckers who are blackballing you, you know, because you didn't do some extra stuff for them. But everybody's talking about, oh, it has nothing to do with that. Man, go make them, you either go make amends with these people. These are the people that are in power. They're not going anywhere. So with that being said, you either fuck with it or you get completely on your own grind and say, fuck them people and fucking go get it in, get it on your own. Like, fuck them people. You have a million other platforms, the same way all these other people have come up. And guess what happens? You go get on one of these other platforms, you build that following, rebuild that following, get those motherfuckers behind you again. And then once they're behind you, then you're seeing people saying, okay, well, shit, it's 2 or 3 million people fucking with Monique. She got, 2 or 3 million followers on this, that, or the third. They fucking with Monique. Man, we got to throw some money her way so we can, capital. I mean, that's just only what it is, man. That's only what it is, man. So I mean, come on, man. It just I can't feel sorry for her. I can't hate on Steve Harvey because the thing is, Monique went all in. She talked all this shit. She talked shit about Whoopi. Whoopi always been the help. Okay, well, Whoopi got more money than you by a long shot. Whoopi's making your net worth. She's making 1/3 of your net worth just by doing The View. That's it. Just by doing The View, Whoopi's making basically more than 1/3 of her net worth. And again, she got more money than me and most of the rest of us. So it is what it is. But I'm not hating on none of that shit. But I'm just saying, like, you can't talk shit. Well, she always been the help. But now you looking for somebody's help to get you back in the door. So either you want to play the game and be in that lane, or you're going to pull over to the side of the road and let everybody else pass you by, and you just going to watch traffic as it goes. Like, it doesn't work like that. You can't have the best of both. You know how Hollywood works. It is what it is. So, there's that. I'm hoping that she gets back in it, not because I'm looking forward to anything that she's doing, but because, I don't want to see nobody get, if they have the ability, they have the talent to get money, man, get your money. Like, I'm not here to hate on anybody. I want to see everybody win. So I've been running my motherfucking mouth and shit. Let's open up the line. I got some other things I do want to speak on, but we're gonna open up the line first so everybody can so we can get some calls in, see how y'all feeling this evening. Give me just a second. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's see where we at. All right, cool. So there is the number to the den. If y'all want to call in, y'all want to speak on the topic at hand, whatever's on your mind, whatever news you may have on your mind, we'll discuss it. But kind of getting back and carrying on with this, man, my thing about Monique, and let's talk about Steve actually, because what Steve told her was, you either go apologize to those people or, do what you got to do to get back in the door. I mean, that's what it is. These motherfuckers are rich celebrities. They want to be groveled to. They don't want to feel like somebody competing with them or trying to push up against them, whatever the fuck. It is what it is. So like I said, if you want that lane, you know what you got to do. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling in to the den this evening?
What's good, Honcho? It's Vince.
Vince, what's the motherfucking deal, Vince, man? What you want to drop in the den tonight, man?
Hey, man, I just want to speak briefly on this situation you talk about, man. But that situation with Monique, man, it just comes down to being about your grind, man, because, like, her net worth is like 13 mil, but, Steve Harvey's is 140.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he's about his grind, man.
Exactly.
And the thing about it is, too, like you said, when you was talking about her about, the Precious thing, and she could have made more by, basically networking. You know what I'm saying? That's like everyday life thing. You put your name out there, you network, stuff like that. Like, for example, people do that every day, and then next thing you know, they get their name out there. And that's just even with basic work, with business, you know what I'm saying? People start to notice you. They start to say, you know what, you doing a good job. I want to work with you. It opens up more opportunities. Exactly. And so I'm just saying, I mean, she just ain't maximized herself in what she could have done. And you can't be mad at that. If you're not willing to put in the work like that, what can you be really mad at? You know what I mean? Exactly. So, I mean, 140 is a big difference from 13.
Man, what? Yeah, that's can take a break money. And again, you 13 million, you ain't hurting, but you're not hurting, but you want to get to a certain level. You know what it is. You have much more opportunity, and you can pave the way when you have 140 as compared to 13.
Right, and that's all about grinding. I mean, because every time you turn around, you see him on a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? But that comes from him grinding it out. He doesn't care if he's doing Miss America pageants to Family Feud. But hey, I mean, that's where that 140 come from. And then the comedian and grind and all that stuff. So it's just about being about your grind, man, putting in that work.
Exactly. Exactly. And I can't, like I said, I can't knock Steve. And I think, because he came, like he talked about, when he used to sleep in the car when he was homeless and things like that. And, that's a long, 140 is a long way from being homeless. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
I mean, my thing is you have to appreciate somebody who's, who put in that work. And I mean, it is what it is. People can feel how they want to feel about it, but I ain't mad at Steve, I really ain't.
Yeah, he's just basically telling her that there's always ways to maximize your potential. And I think that's the one thing that some people don't understand is there's always a way where you can try and maximize your potential. It's just a matter of finding it.
Absolutely. I'm looking wild. Man, that's a bet though, man. I appreciate the call to events, and I appreciate, you bringing forth those points, man.
That's what's up, man.
I really appreciate it.
Cool.
Man, and like you said, it's about the grind. And really, that's really it. Networking and the grind, networking because going somewhere you've never been before, good grief. Going somewhere that you've never been before, and that's the Cannes Film Festival, putting your name on a big stage. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening? Keisha, how are you doing this evening? I'm pretty good. I can't complain. Okay. Yeah. 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 No, absolutely. I understand. That's that word. Exactly. Pride. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that's my thing too. Is like I said, I want to see her shine. Like I don't have any. Like I say, I'm not negative. There's nothing that she's ever done. I hate Monique. I'm like, I'm not a super fan, but I don't want to see her fall off. Like I don't, I want to see everybody win. And so my thing is just like, oh, you know what? My fault. Like, I'm taking notes. I ain't even got. Man, I'm tripping. I'm over here talking to you on the call, and then nobody can hear the call. I got the thing muted, so that's my fault. Would you mind reiterating your position, because I had your call muted while I was writing down what you were saying there, so I apologize for that.
Okay. What part should I pick up at?
From the very beginning, because I didn't. Just like I said, if you want to do a quick synopsis, if you want to start from the very beginning, basically just saying what you were saying, what you thought she was talking about, pride and just about what wherever you want to start off at.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to speak on the Monique situation right quick. Okay. And I just feel like she just letting her pride do too much, She has to go ahead and apologize to these people so she can get back to where she was. Yeah. Okay. Because she is successful, but she's not their kind of successful. You know what I'm saying? To where she can just say whatever she wants to say to those particular people, Because when you still need people to get where you need to go, then you have to calm it down some. Because even with Steve, he changed his attitude, because if we all remember, Steve used to do a lot of cursing in his shows. He calmed it down to where he's able to cross over and get all those different jobs. Because if he had just stayed how he was, he probably wouldn't even have that platform to help other people. You see, sometimes you have to change so that you can be in a position to help other people. Okay. And he's taking his time to help her, so she needs to accept that help.
I agree, man. And I forgot about that. Yeah, I did. I forgot about Steve. Yeah, Steve used to be a little bit more vulgar. Steve used to talk that shit, and he changed the game up, and he made him more accessible. Now he in everybody's living room.
You rarely hear him curse on TV. Sometimes he slip up and might say this or that, but really, he done calmed down a whole lot. He used to be so animated. Now he's just calm, and he's using his platform to help other people too.
Yeah, and I agree.
Now he really stuck his neck out for her, so I want her to bring it down some, and then try to do what she got to do to get back where she needs to be.
Exactly. Get
off the blackball list.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I appreciate the call, Miss Keisha, and thank you for your points. And my fault about having you muted early on. I apologize for that.
That's okay. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
My fault, y'all. I was all in the call and I had it muted, so I apologize. But she had some very good points. And my thing is this, man, like I say, you know the Hollywood game. Steve made the changes to get to where he wanted to get to. If you want your career to go a certain direction, when you become more family friendly, when you become more accessible and all this stuff, you're going to have more opportunities. Yeah, even Bernie, on the Bernie show, it was a Fox show. He wasn't wilding out on the show, but Bernie was still much funny. We already know what it is. Steve and Bernie had their beef. We're going to talk about that. But basically what she said is sometimes, you got to swallow your pride. And, Steve and even The View and some of these other places where, Monique just don't really get a lot of shine like that. You know what I mean? And if you want back in, you going to have to do it. You know that you yourself you're not going to change the game. Monique was never on that level to where she would just change the game. Her shows were never on that level. You would have to be someone who was Chappelle-esque and then walk away from that to let people know, hey, you can't just fuck me over like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just fuck me. I walked away from 50, 60 million. Your bullshit ain't finna faze me. And he left the game for a long time. Then came back in and they had to pay, like they weighed. She was never been on that level. And I'm not hating on anybody. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? Who we got calling in tonight?
Giant Mess again.
Okay, Giant Mess, how you doing this evening?
Not too bad.
Okay.
I was just thinking about this Monique situation, and the thing is, like, with the Netflix deal, and they even said that, considering the capacity size of the places she's filling, if they're sold out constantly, ticket sales, it's like all of that goes into the factor of why they wanted to make that deal in the first place. Because if we're going to be technical about it, I mean, like, most of, like, her current jokes, only, like, maybe possibly the 26% of the population has even heard them. So, nobody's really trying to pay her the money where she can't, I don't know how to say this. It's just kind of like they don't know what she's doing right now. They don't, for people who don't keep up with her, they're not, like, traveling to go to the shows. And so it's like, what can you really do except bite that bitter pill and just, and bow down to it. But at least, if you do, you at least get known a little bit more. And you get people going, oh, well, this person's either really good or the things are really horrible. Yeah,
I agree, man. You get that attention that you're seeking, because ultimately that's what it is. Because I'm sure she's noticed a decrease when she hasn't been in the movies, hasn't been on the main stage, that she probably was getting around the time of Precious to now. Most people maybe think she's retired until now. She's kind of done her little circuit around these talk shows and things like that. So even they know that she's still alive. But my thing is this. you either have to accept it one way or the other. If you don't want to play that game, there's nothing wrong with that. Can't hate on that, but you have to make your own way. And you can't be mad at the people who don't want to affiliate with you. Can't complain about being blackballed and all this stuff when you know how that system works. And I agree, you have to bite the bitter pill. It's nothing anybody wants to do in any situation, but you have to swallow your pride if you want to take that ride. Otherwise, you got to build your own fucking road and, you know, take your own fucking lane. And that's just kind of the situation she put herself in.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, look at, I saw, like, somebody was talking about Cat Williams in the chat, and I'm thinking, you know, this is a guy who's been consistently gaining money, but he's also been putting his own money into the system so that he can get everything rolling again, so that he can put out the next, you know, album or, you know, DVD or whatever. And, you know, I think if worse comes to worse, that's what she's going to have to do. Is she's just going to have to swallow the bitter pill for a little while, get some shows rolling out there, and so that she can go back in, pay her own money to it, and maybe make a profit off of it when the DVDs or anything else comes out on either TV or, you know, in the stores, and trying to get them into good department stores where people can find them easily enough. And
I agree. I mean, you got to put your own money behind yourself sometimes. I mean, if you don't want to play with the big studios, and I agree, you invest in yourself. And again, you know, the returns are exponential when you put your own money behind you, because then you own, you know, everything that you do. So that may be the path that she has to take. I mean, it's looking like the only path that she has right now. So, I mean, I definitely agree.
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of this could probably be, you know, settled. I mean, like, if she can wanted to just squash it completely right now, make the public statement saying, hey, look, I'm going to back down. I was in the wrong. And, you know, if somebody goes, well, if this person can admit this, maybe we can work with her and get her back out there into the public eye.
I agree. She has to prove that she's willing to work, and she has to be able to prove that she's willing to be amicable in the situation. And right now, I don't think that's what she's showing. So I agree. Until she shows that, it's going to be a problem for her. But Giant Miss, I appreciate the call.
All right, boss.
All right, thank you. So, you know, and I agree, you have to, I mean, because of everything that she has been put out has been seemingly hostile with not just the people who have quote unquote blackballed her, but everybody who's tried to offer advice, from Whoopi to Steve to other parties, her husband and everything. I have a question. I don't know if anybody knows or not, and I need to look this up. But does Monique have children? I don't know if she does. Because I think if she does, it's interesting. If she doesn't, I think that may alter the perspective. Let me stop combining words, okay? The perspective or perception that she has on what she's doing compared to Steve. Steve has generations that we know about. So he's not only trying to take care of his kids, but he's making sure their kids eat. And the thing about Steve, and the thing I think about people who are like Steve, they're willing to take the brunt of all the bullshit so that in return, their family never has to go through the things that he went through. So people can call him Uncle Tom, they can call him this and that, but guess what? They can't call him broke. And it's mainly broke people who will never be in that situation that's hating on him for what he said. Now, this other shit that he's done, some old simpery, think like a man, all that, like, I don't agree with Steve, but I'm not knocking you. Hey, a motherfucker's gonna buy your book, sell your shit, get your money. Who am I to talk? I'm just another nigga on YouTube. But I agree too with what Keisha said when she basically was saying that Monique wants to have her cake and eat it too, because she wants to be able to say what the fuck she wants to say, but then she feels like she should still be invited to the party. You know what I'm saying? So she has twins? Okay, interesting. All right, Doc Rabbit, appreciate you. Jared Key, what's the motherfucking deal? So my thing is, now I think at this point, then, you know, you may be being selfish. Because think of how much more opportunity you could be providing those kids. You could be providing your family. Again, your integrity, whatever you say it is what it is. But you can put yourself in a position where, let's be honest, $1 million ain't a whole lot nowadays, especially when you're living in whatever environment. You know what I'm saying? Especially Hollywood, or you're trying to live a lavish life. It's not a whole lot. But the thing is, you know, people talk about, well, this is what killed me. This is what killed me. Okay, again, you can, either one of them, you can make whatever decision you want to make. But people sitting there trying to say, well, Steve Harvey, you know, he should have stood up for her. Why should Steve Harvey have stood up for Monique? You know, he could take a L so that, you know, she could do. Why? He didn't sign up for that shit. Like, why should he take an L for Monique? He didn't tell her to do that. He didn't sign up for that fucking shit. Like, that's not his job. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is not his fucking job. Edman did call last night. It's not his job to motherfucking me to come out and rescue her. She made that decision. She made that choice. Not to say, hey, let me go to Cannes. Where's Cannes? In France or Italy or something like that? And she didn't give him a cut of that check, that $50,000 that she took or whatever else it was. She made her choice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Steve Harvey was the one with the 90-day bullshit. See, Steve Harvey and Derek Jackson, same, what do you want to say, Cannes Film Festival? Cannes, nigga. Goddamn, yeah, and Heidi, I called you a nigga, so now you're in the black club. Cannes Film Festival, the Cannes Film Festival. Let me tell you about it. Man, fuck all that. Like, if you want to play the game and be relevant in that industry, you got to play the game. So she sits here and she says, you know, I do all this for the little black girl or for the little girl who's going to come up and not have to do. You're not doing anything if you're not in the industry. You know, the girl who's going to look up to, you know, to look up to me and say she did. But you're not doing any of that if you're not anybody. If you're not noticeable, the little girl don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? But what you could be doing is a similar situation to what Steve is. Steve has, in the long run, he'll be able to, you know, kind of build his own thing if that's what he chooses to do. He'll have enough money to put behind the things that he wants to put out. He wants to put out, not just personally himself. She's not in that position. She can't find work. She obviously, her network has gotten thin, and now she's trying to, you know, force her way back in there by trying to guilt people or whatever else it may be. Give me 1 second here. Sorry about that. I'm trying to guilt people and know I've been blackballed. Don't fuck with Netflix because they didn't want to pay me a lot of money. You know that an average person is what is the average, like $38,000-$40,000 a year, something like that. And you telling somebody to boycott because you're not getting paid $500,000 for an hour special? Ain't nobody fucking with that shit. ain't nobody fucking with that at all. You know what I'm saying? And so my thing is, it's like, come on, let's stop the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop the okay, I don't know what that message was supposed to be, but whatever. And so my thing is just ultimately, look, you got one opportunity, one shot at this life. Yeah, you have your integrity, you know what you are, but I don't even know who her husband is. You got kids, you want to provide them the best opportunity possible. So if that came from you saying, hey, you know what? I fucked up. You know, I should have went to the film festival. I should have went and, you know, promoted the movie. You know, that was on me. I've changed. And that opens up a window for you to make your next, you know, I don't see her getting $1 million movie shots right now. Because again, like I say, being out of the game so long, I don't see where she would be in the mix. The movie roles are they're slimming down for the older black woman. Tyler Perry's taking all of those roles, so you know she's gonna have to ask Tyler if he can skip a role for her so she can get one. But my thing is, it's craziness. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I wish. I wish it was just a fart. It wasn't that. It was fucking throat. I had to clear my throat. Now I don't think I wanted to hear all that. So clear my throat. I wish it was a fart. That was a terrible thing to say. You're saying 14 mil over 140 mil. You got good money, but not too much money to live a good life. Keep toxic people to a minimum and keep your worth hidden. And there's my deal. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like, you are in a good position, and I'm not saying that 14 million is bullshit money, but the thing is, she needs to think about it. She wants to be Hollywood. She wants the attention. She wants those connections. Who's running the show? Let's be realistic. Who has more? And let's think about it like this too. Lee Daniels, Whoopi, not Whoopi. Lee Daniels, Oprah, and Tyler Perry. These are the ones who basically she, kind of, apparently offended, pissed off, whatever. You think people in that industry, they're going to run and get behind her cause, or they want to stay in Hollywood, they want to stay working, so they're going to run and get behind the causes of the three most powerful black people in Hollywood? Do you think that Oprah, Lee Daniels, or Tyler Perry, do you think they're losing a minute of sleep over this situation? But you can tell who is visibly frustrated by this situation, because her opportunities are limited to almost none. She is not in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look, but see, that's the thing though. When you have a different position, it's different when, hey, I put money into you. You know what I'm saying? See, I put money into you, so you better pay me my money back. Dame Dash has a position of power over Lee Daniels. He put him on. Lee Daniels has power over Monique for putting her on, say, on The Precious or whatever. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and that's the thing. You want to say fuck you to the boss, but you still come. Look, that's the thing you can't do, and that's unfortunate, man. Like, it's the Angel Rock with Lorelai Potvin. That's a long name, but welcome to the den. You're the newest friend in the den. But my thing is this, and this is not to say all this stuff that I'm saying is not saying that I don't like Monique. I want to see her do well. I want to see everybody win. If you got a dream, a goal, a hope, I want to see you win. But there's certain things that you have to do. You have to avoid. Situation that I recently had to come to understanding myself. We had a conversation a little while back in the den. We talked about some things a few weeks back. I said, a lot of the people who've been mainstays in the den for quite a while, and this is not a diss to, all the new folks. I appreciate all of y'all who have been, fucking with the den and fucking with it pretty tough. I thank y'all. But like I say, the den's been around for quite some time. It wasn't really growing. And some people said, hey, you know what? Man, J. Ray, if you don't get out that bullshit, I just seen that story. That fucking lame ass killed his own friends. Like, fuck that dude. I've never heard of him until just now. A YNW male. That sounds like a fucking lame ass. So my thing is this, my deal was I wanted to do a certain kind of video for the deal. I wanted it to only be this kind of motherfucking, this one kind of way. And people said, hey, Honcho, you got something going on here. But what you're going to have to think about is maybe stop being so self-centered and thinking about it the way that you want to. And you need to start giving the people what they want. That's the only way it's going to grow. And as soon as I started doing that, getting away from the things that I was just kind of more focused on, thought it was going to be this, I thought it was going to be that, the den has seen some growth. And so she's in the same position, just on a bigger scale, Snipes, I think he's out. That motherfucker been tweeting unless he got a fucking phone in jail. So, my thing is, and I had to sit there and really think about it. I'm like, so do I want to do this? Do I want to do? And I feel like even though I had to make some decisions, that the den has grown. And I think it was cool, man. They say he thought he wouldn't like the den becoming popular, but it's not so bad. Yeah, and that's my thing. Like, I was just questioning, I was like, I don't know. The den, we have a certain kind of culture in the den. I don't know how many people are going to be fucking with it. And, and it's turned out cool. Like I say, a lot of new faces, a lot of new folks have come in, and it's cool. And I think that it works the same way with Monique is we're in a new day and age. She hasn't been relevant really honestly since the 2000s. Damn near a decade. You know what I mean? And it's about to be 2020. You've been a relative. Precious came out in what, 2008, 2009. That's a whole decade that you've been out of the loop. That's a whole new generation of kids, of people, whatever it may be. And the internet has exploded on a level where you're not able to capitalize on that opportunity. All these other people are still growing. They're still moving up. You know what I'm saying? You were forgotten after Precious. Your popularity declined. And so it is what it is. Very unfortunate, man. Very unfortunate. Let me see what we got going on here. Hold on. DeMarcus trying to slide a nigga when I ain't looking. And I appreciate that, Red S. Thank you. DeMarcus is one of them niggas you can't take to the club. He'll try to slide a nigga when he ain't looking and shit, start a fight and shit. But again, like I say, you know, it's a situation where I had to whoop him. I didn't even want to do him like that. But it's a situation where you have to. You said she's live for no damn reason. The news turned over as fast as hell. We're gonna forget about it tomorrow. And it is what it is. Because the thing is, she's not doing anything where people are checking for Monique. The Las Vegas thing, congratulations, awesome. I'm glad she's not starving. But you telling me, I don't know what kind of money she's making doing the Las Vegas thing. But I know she's not getting $500K a show. She's not getting $500K for the one show that she would have done and made it a special, which would have led into new opportunities, you know, better touring other venues around the world. So it's just, it kills me, man. You know, and it's not about her being disrespected. Again, I talk about, you know, she says she wants to be that person for that little girl to look up to. Well, you could be the one that puts that little girl on. You may have to swallow your pride a little bit to actually fight through some shit. Like, you have to fight through the bullshit to be that person to help inspire the next person. You don't get to say, well, I'm just not going to do any of that bullshit. I'm not going to do any of these things. And I'm going to still be that representation. It's not the case. It doesn't work like that. So it's unfortunate. Monique stood her ground. Yeah, if you say so. Obviously, she's not. Yeah, she's not really. She says that because it sounds good and it gets people behind her. Yeah, she's doing something for the people. You know, people love a martyr. People don't want to be the martyr, but they love a martyr. Steve said the right thing. He said, Heidi, you're funny. Steve said the right thing. He said, you can't help the poor people if you are one of the poor people. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're not making money, if you're not eating, if you're not doing anything, that little girl that she's talking about she wants to inspire, that little girl about to be a teenager or whatever the hell, you know, it's going to be, because it's 10. Then she ain't going to do nothing for the next few years. That little girl going to be a grown woman and has never heard of Monique. And so she's not going to be there to inspire anything. And that's unfortunate, like I say, because Monique is talented in her own right. She is, you know, she is funny, you know. I'm not going to say she's just drop dead hilarious in my opinion, but she is funny. Oh, you'll do free work for Steve Harvey and you'll like it. But all in all, I want to see her win. All in all, I want to see her succeed. I hope everything comes out for her. I hope maybe, you know, her YouTube channel takes off or whatever it is that she's doing. But yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, it's a new day and age, and you know, it's a new breed of funny these days. You know what I mean? And I don't know what you're talking about. Talking about Kelly Clarkson. I don't even know who that is. Who is Kelly Clarkson? And so again, it's just, you got to do something. God damn it, I was finna Google something because I wanted to tell y'all. I wanted to get some information. Now I can't think of what the fuck it was. Well, there's that. So it's unfortunate, man. So what y'all do behind the chats. Yeah, and that's the thing. I agree. You know, you got a lot of people out there mad at Steve Harvey. But the thing is, they're not mad at Steve Harvey. They're mad at Steve Harvey's money. It's a lot of people nowadays. For some reason, it's this thing, and it's this low key revolution that people are mad at people who are rich. And that's what it is, you know. And they're upset with people who are rich. And when now, in this day and age, more people are made millionaires every year than ever before, the opportunities that have existed way more than ever before, but people are mad. People are mad. Well, she's taking home less money because she's not doing any work. Exactly. Why you got so many shows? And that's the thing, man. Like, shit, I need to get my game up. Like, I got to get like Steve. Shit, I've been slacking on my streams. You know, Steve got a Steve show, a Family Feud. Probably got some other shit going on. This motherfucker dropping 3-4 shows a day. You know, I gotta get my game up, man. I gotta get on my grind. Oh, that's what I was gonna look up and start to go feed me. Yeah, exactly. Shaolin, what's the motherfucking deal, Shaolin? Always good to see you, man. And I agree. Like, people, hey, I gotta get with we were supposed to do a South Side the other day, but I had we was supposed to do it Thursday. Then I ended up getting occupied, and Saturday we were gonna do it, but I had to go like all over the city fucking Saturday. But my thing is, people are mad about, you know, what Steve said. Steve told her some real shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being honest, like, so see, that's what they say. I'm trying to find I was trying to find her YouTube channel, but all I see is Monique secretly records and releases conversation with Tyler Perry. Monique keeps on dissing Tyler Perry at her show. Man, fuck her. If that's what she's doing, if that's the case, then fuck her. She don't want to win. Like, if she's the one egging the shit on, is that her shit? Okay, yeah, that's her shit. Monique Worldwide. See, look, I'm giving her some shine. I got nothing but love. Monique Worldwide. Let's see. She has been at it for, looks like almost a year, 10 months. Okay. Is this Monique? Yeah, that's Monique. Okay, Monique has a YouTube channel. She's been at it for 10 months. Without Googling it, I know y'all go Google it. Who wants to take a wild guess at how many subs she has? And this should tell you right here why it's you know, again, nobody's checking for her. She's been doing this for almost a year. Let me see what's going on. Okay, so oh man, it's terrible. Man. Yeah. Yeah, big companies they're falling off. Man, DeMarcus went he went and Googled that shit. DeMarcus went straight to the Googles, man. Yeah, you ain't fooling nobody. But my thing is, Jack Black. And I don't know what Jack Black's done in the last, I mean, he's done some things in the last few years, of course. He got on YouTube, and in one day or 1 week or whatever, it really doesn't matter, had like 3 million fucking subs or something like that. It ain't even doing nothing. Monique has 27,000 subscribers in 10 months of doing it. You're famous. You know what I'm saying? And so my thing is, what, 27,400, something like that. You know, he jacking you for pistachios. But the thing is, It ain't even about bootlicking and cooning. It's who is the people that she's pissed off? It's not, because we want to make it seem like it's the white people. It's not even white people. It's black people who blackballed her. She's going to have to lick some black balls to get un-blackballed. And not her husband. She got that open relationship, so they want to know what's up. What that mouth do? You got that big ass mouth, Monique. What that mouth do? Nah. But on some real shit, it's like, come on. She put herself in this position, man. She put herself in this position, and I don't feel sorry for her because she's had opportunities. If she look, I'm really thinking about it because look, you got this fucking YouTube channel and you trying to win off the YouTube. If you'd have done the fucking Netflix special and promoted your YouTube via that Netflix, how much of a boost would that have been? I already D-Love, appreciate it. If you'd have done any of these other opportunities that you had and then parlayed that into your own thing, come on, man. Like, she's not thinking. She's thinking this is the old way and people should just, the outrage culture, people's going to get behind me because nobody's jumping behind you on that. And it's unfortunate. Like I said, I want to see her win. But if she don't quit fucking up, the Den, if I get on my grind, the Den going to pass her up, man. She had only got, we only got like 26,000 to go. You know what I'm talking about? But seriously, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be surprised. He may be her biggest fan, but, look, baby, you keep doing what you need to go on tour so I can keep fucking these hoes in this open relationship. You know how it is. But it's a bad deal because I don't know if he trying to get famous off the shit or what, but he got her confused or I don't fucking know, man. But again, I don't want to see anybody get oppressed for some bullshit. I'm all about people standing up for what they believe in, but when you egging the situation on and you know what is happening, then shit, it's a wrap. Hey, you know what? That might be the lick. She got to shave her legs though. she get to twerk it at one of them big girl strip events. She might shit come on with some bucks. She could headline that shit. You know what I'm saying? It would be over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. And I agree, John. It's like, that's the thing. It's like she's just not. It's like Vince said when he called in earlier, man. When he called in earlier, she's not about the hustle. She's not about the grind. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Yeah, I'll go throw about $3. Go get him, Miss Parker. Hell no. She too old. She got them grays. You know what I'm saying? You say she's too masterful when she fits there, and she's fucking selling that shit though. She's the one selling because like you're putting yourself out there as the angry black woman. Like, you're mad about this whole situation. If you wouldn't talk about it, if you just would, because honestly, she doesn't have to talk about it. Because she's not benefiting by talking about it. She's talking shit steadily, so she comes off as the angry black woman. Now let's talk about Steve for a second, because I ain't gonna let Steve just make it. We're gonna keep it 100 in the Den. Steve had a little beef with Bernie, they say, back in the day. And he was kind of having some salt when Bernie, show was coming up and he was starting to eat, and things were starting to fall in his favor. I don't know what it was behind the scenes, but he said apparently, that they had squashed it and all that other stuff. Who knows? But Bernie, I want to say, it came out in the GQ and was basically saying, that he was trying to fucking, play me, on some shit behind the scenes. There was a part for a movie that Steve's agent, I'm trying to remember the story, basically told somebody that Bernie wasn't good for the part and that Steve should have had the part. On some hoe shit. So I'm like, man, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Ocean 11. Yeah, and so that's fucked up, man. That's some hoe ass shit. And that's why they were saying, they never got the reunion of the Kings of Comedy because that there was some beef and shit like that. And I say that's real fucking unfortunate, But what you got to understand too, there's a few comics who were really good that were kind of put in minimalized roles that they were famous. Patrice O'Neal only had a few certain roles. He had a couple of Chappelle Show appearances. I think he showed up on Arrested Development, a couple of things like this. But Patrice O'Neal was a guy that a lot of people talked about wouldn't take any shit. And he was okay with that because he's like, man, I'm not finna kiss ass. I know I'm not gonna get certain opportunities because I'm not finna kiss ass. Yeah, office. But the thing about it is, he accepted that. He didn't run around saying, "Oh, these people are blackballing me. They're doing this." I'm just not finna do that bullshit. And he was okay with his role. That's what she has to do. You can't fucking poke the bear. You can't shake the bear either. But you can't poke the bear and then fucking think that motherfucker ain't gonna turn around and bite your ass. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Like you sitting here, you still talking shit about the motherfuckers. Obviously, you still mad from something that was 10 years ago. Yeah, we're gonna put you back in the movies. I'm getting blackballed. Yeah, because you talking shit about the motherfuckers. Like, come on, man. I'm not a Tyler Perry fan in the slide. I've never watched a Medea nothing. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Perry, no. Redid that Alex Cross movie. I liked Alex Cross when Morgan Freeman did it. Was it Along Came a Spider and Kissed the Girls? I believe those were the two. Great movies. Think I'm finna watch one with fucking Tyler? Fuck no. Motherfucker might as well dressed up like Medea and done the shit. I'm gonna go watch what's doing. The rumors are about you. So it's first 10 minutes and she does a live stream and take calls and everything. Okay, I need to check that out, man. Let me see. Let me jot that down. All right, slow. Stop hating. She said her and Steve Harvey laughed about the whole thing. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. Okay, bet I'm gonna go look at that. And so my thing is though, but yeah, even after the deal, you know, she said when the rumors were out like that weekend, she said, you know, that she didn't slap him. It wasn't nothing like that. That they were playful and that you know, she threatened to punch him, but it was like on some playful shit because that's just how she's like, I'm not a slapper, I'm a puncher. Like, so I don't think that. I think people are taking it way worse than it really is. But my thing is, you know, you can't keep going on promoing and pushing this thing out here, you know, because I don't think her and Steve have any beef. I don't think so. She knows Steve meant well. Like, I don't think that that's the beef. But my thing is, if she is attempting to get back on track, you know what I'm saying? If she's attempting to get back in order, then hey, she got to do what she got to do. Who is he? I don't even know who he married to. Who was he married? When he had, man, that wasn't no head. Look, Steve Harvey was the head of the game. He was the first motherfucker wearing the faker fades. That motherfucker had the glued on hairline, had the glued on flat top. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Edge was like his suit, goddamn. That motherfucking shit was Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey had the Steve Harvey lineup in the Steve Harvey suit. You knew exactly what that shit meant whenever that shit, when somebody said that shit. But I'm not mad that Marcus, fuck you, nigga. I'm not mad at Steve for getting his money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at Steve for doing what he got to do. If you have a market, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what, and who stole that shit? Like I said, that Derek Jackson nigga does exactly what Steve was doing with that book. He's selling a bunch of bullshit to people who eat that shit up. Derek Jackson, I somehow stumbled across his Twitter today, and that shit damn near made me throw the fuck up, man. That shit damn near made me vomit. You know what I'm saying? How many million we talking about? Fucking hit my elbow. That probably means I should have said no. 100 views? Nah, that don't count. Are you talking about 100 like people at one time? 2 million? Do I gotta pay taxes on that 2 million? And what do I have to dress up like a woman as? No, we gotta. If we get to no tax, I have to play Medea. Can't do it. And I'm gonna be honest, it ain't even the woman part. It's just the stupid ass voice that's gonna kill me with that shit. Nah, I don't know about that one. Look, because here's the deal. When you talking about something that's gonna be repeated and sitting down there, I'm gonna need a little bit more change to that. Fuck all the bullshit. Nah, man. But my thing is, I'm fucking with y'all. But my thing is, shit, I used to have one. I got some old Thai pad noodles. But, I got to try to rile y'all up. But my thing is this, though. My thing is this. Steve motherfucking me took advantage of some shit. And I'm not mad at him. Because Steve might have been honest. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. When Steve was doing the Steve Harvey show, basically he was on the same level as Monique, probably, or somewhere around that time. The Steve Harvey show, I wouldn't say was just that much better than What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
It's Edmund.
Edmund. How are you doing this evening, Edmund? What would you like to drop in the den tonight?
I just wanted to ask a question, not in regards to Steve Harvey, but more of Dr. Phil.
Doctor, what the fuck? All right. Dr. Phil, okay, well, what's your Dr. Phil question?
Why do you think he promotes these, desperate, attention-seeking people? Why does he bring them on? Why does he promote these females? And do you see any correlation with the fact that bringing in any correlation with how the Maury show is, where he just brings in random people just to bring an entertaining show? Do you think he's become more of a reality TV show more than a psychologist?
I'm gonna be honest, I've never really watched Dr. Phil, so I don't know what his original premise was. I've seen one episode, and I think maybe what happens is ultimately these people start paying. They find out what their niche is, and they're gonna start pushing that to bring in the attention. Maury found his niche in You're Not the Daddy, because he used to do some different variations of shows, but then it became basically, let's just fucking do DNA tests every day and people will watch. So I'm sure Dr. Phil found his niche in doing that. Springer used to try to do a legitimate show. Then it became tranny fights every show. So let's just focus on tranny fights and shit like that. And so eventually these shows figure out what their highest ratings getters are. And then they bring that in, and they continue to do shows like that every day because people are going to watch it every day. That's what the people want. That's what the people are going to get, You have to give them what they want. So, yeah, I agree, Red. It makes everybody feel better about themselves. I don't have her problems. I have a bad crack meth addiction, but at least I'm not spending $7,000 a month on makeup, some weird shit like that, but it is what it is. Keisha, appreciate you coming through. Hope to see you soon. Hope you join us tomorrow. Yeah, coming to America Tuesday, I definitely want to watch that. But yeah, I don't think there's really a correlation. I think he's just doing what works best for his show, because I think when you really try to do stuff as far as various forms of enlightenment and fixing people and stuff like that, people stop giving a fuck. They just want to see people doing worse than them so they can feel better about themselves. And I think that's basically, what he's doing.
Yeah. Okay. That was my only question. So,
all right. Well, I appreciate you calling in, Ed, man.
So, I thought you were gonna ask something else. So, no, good thing you didn't ask. But
no, I'm not going to open that can of worms yet. I'm waiting till after the no Halloween love party, or not Halloween, no Valentine's love party, so you can compile a couple of interesting anecdotes to share with us.
All right, yeah.
Oh, but wait. No, because you did say today you were supposed to meet, right?
No. I'm gonna wait until.
No.
I'm gonna wait till Friday.
Yeah, no. We need to hear it. No, we need to hear that. So that way we can follow the journey. This is like our Maury show. Yeah, I forgot. What's the motherfucking deal, Jay? I forgot you said you were supposed to meet her today. I don't know why I was thinking. something about a gangbang at a no Valentine's party. But yeah, what happened? What happened with your meeting today?
Let's just wait until Friday. I don't know. I don't feel like talking about it right now.
Oh, this dude, Ed, man, dog, want to drop the hint. You're not going to ask me? No, don't pull a female move, man. Come on, that's what a female do. Drop a hint and then like, nah, I really don't feel like talking about it. Yeah, man, if you don't tell us what the fuck happened, dog, we gonna come up with a new name for you, and it's not gonna be pleasant.
I don't want to be bullied by the comment section. So
that's gonna happen anyway.
By the live chat.
That doesn't even matter. Yeah, man, it's gonna happen no matter what. Just you could be the greatest, or you could talk about how you hit the lottery and had a great day, found a bar of gold under your car, and slept with 10 bitches, 10 fucking Miss America pageant contestants. The chat's gonna bully you. It's gonna happen. So go ahead and just tell us what's going on. Goddamn.
All right. So basically, we met at the student center, and we just had a few, just a drink, not alcoholic drink, just like a Sprite? Just some soft drink, and we were just talking. She was telling me how she was kind of heartbroken that I stopped talking to her weeks ago, and that she felt that we might have had some sort of connection. And I expressed that, yeah, no, I was feeling something similar, but I didn't feel like it was the appropriate time to start something. So from there, she told me, we started talking about some personal stuff of hers, and at the end of the conversation, towards the end of the conversation, we decided to settle on just being like friends.
Friends.
Yeah.
How many of us have them?
Because she told me that she was actually seeing someone else.
Interesting. Well, you might have.
And that's it. And I told her, like, that's fine. Like, I'm happy for you. I hope that the guy treats you well. And so, that I was actually satisfied, because I actually didn't want anything relationship-wise with her. I just wanted, I don't know if she's still going to hold around or if she's going to, settle down with this dude, but at least we got something resolved. And I mean, at the end of the day, at least we have some sort of acquaintance with one another. So, man. I mean, that was kind of the bad thing, but something else really good happened today, but I don't want to. No. I don't want to say.
You've already insinuated as to something, so continue the conversation, there, man. Let me find out you went bowling or some shit.
No, but so there was this. So I have this. Well, I've seen this chick that I've seen her that she's in every one of my classes, literally in every one of my classes, and she's a fine Asian chick. So I just started. I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna talk to her. I did, and then I promise you, I'm not lying. I promise you. As soon as I started talking to her, the first thing she says, "Oh, can I have your number so that way we can stay in touch?" And from there, I just celebrated, like, not in front of her, but like after class, I got a big W, just like the Warriors. But we'll see what's next after that. So one goes away, but I got another one in return. So kind of a neutrality, like one positive, one negative. So that's all I have to say.
Hey, man, out there slow pimping, it is what it is. But remember, like I say, one is so close to none. Make sure you stay on your toes, man.
Wait, hold on. What's wrong with an Asian chick wise? Like, those are the tightest ones. Like, you never know. Those are the freakiest ones. At U of H, you don't know. Like I said last week or this week, that they're evolutionizing. They're becoming this, this new creature. Well, I don't want to say that. That's too far. But they're becoming this new identity. Like, these aren't the same kind of Asians that you're seeing at the nail shop. Like, these are half Asians, half American girls, and they have that perfect mixture of the body with the cute face. Like it's part of a fantasy, you know. Like I don't have any fetishes, but you know, I've recently gone away from the Latinas and more into the Asians. So, and I think they're easier to talk to. So,
okay. I want to take your word for that, Ed, man. You know, who knows? You might get lucky and find out that her parents own a donut shop. So I hope you enjoy that whole situation. But keep us updated. We want to know what happens at the party. You know, continuation of the Ed Man saga.
Wait, I think I'm gonna make an announcement right now. I'm gonna post a video of the party on YouTube. I'm gonna create a channel and I'll post a party. And hopefully it doesn't get age restricted, because who knows how bad it could be. But if not there, then there's another website that I know many of you can go and watch. But yeah, that's the announcement I'm going to make.
Okay. Well, we won't be looking for it, but if it pops up, if you say so. Well, I appreciate the call, Ed Man, and your Ed Man adventures.
All right, bet.
Oh, Josephine, Johnny. I don't even know what's happening anymore. I don't know what's going on. So, Ed Man has lost one but gained another. I don't know what to say. He says he celebrated after getting the number. No, take it a tweet. Yeah, that's all you got to do. Fuck all that extra shit. Fuck that party. You gonna have her dressing up, fucking cosplaying and shit. Have her looking like little anime characters and shit. But you know, again, looking at, like I say, back to the Monique situation. Fucking Ed, man. Again, like I say, ultimately, I hope that she wins. But, you know, like I say, knowing some of these other things, like I say, seeing a little shit where she's talking about, she continues to talk about Perry and all of this stuff. And again, fuck Tyler Perry. But, you know, if you know this is the gatekeeper or one of the gatekeepers to your success, then, again, you got to play that fucking game. Otherwise, you got to quit. I mean, you got to. Excuse me. You gotta look at a different avenue, man. Like, I mean, you gotta either go strictly comedy and say fuck the movies, or you're gonna have to start producing your own shit. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the major distribution channels are fucked up because of the people that you're fucking with. Because again, you gotta think about it. If somebody says, you know, they basically hit them with the Nicki Minaj situation. You know, anytime somebody upset that plastic motherfucker, you know, well, I'm not going to do your show if that person's there, or some old bullshit. So, I mean, like, you fucked off. I mean, you got a motherfucking me. You either going to take the bigger artist or you going to fuck over the smaller artist. And again, right now, Monique is not making anybody any money, man. And I mean, she might be making some money in Vegas, but it's not on the level at which she could be if she really would have said, okay, I gotta navigate a little bit differently. And the thing is, especially like if you're not getting no Hollywood play, you need to take advantage of any opportunity given you. And, you know, then that opportunity is Netflix. That's like the next biggest channel network situation that you're going to get into. But then you fucking saying fuck it. But that's the thing. You can't have this supposed level of integrity and think you're just going to be a permanent staple in Hollywood. We all know how that works. But obviously she wants to get back in it so bad, you know, then she has to figure something out. She got to figure something out. She going to need that. And the thing is, I don't think anybody's even telling her to sell her soul. Motherfuckers just telling her, apologize. Because obviously you still prodding these motherfuckers. You know, I don't think it's selling your soul to say, hey, you know, could you still go and do promo for this film on an international level, but I wasn't getting paid for that. I don't think that's selling it. That's probably some of the more timid shit that anybody in Hollywood has been asked to do. And so she fighting this, like she just fighting this battle on like this hill she's standing on is not a worthy cause. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for being an open relationship. I mean, goddamn. I say you're a weirdo looking motherfucker anyway. He just happy to be on the scene. I'm trying to see, half these fucking videos don't even look like her motherfucking ass. That's why I couldn't even tell at first. I was like, who are these people? But that's my thing, you know. Again, I'm looking at this stuff. Look, Monique, man, look, Monique putting up den numbers on her channel. And that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the shit. Her best video is that one, like you said, it just popped up with the what do you do when the rumors are about you? Like, do you push people away with your attitude? That's a video she got. And that is, like, I'm being realistic right now. And let's consider, you know, how I've operated the den for so long. Now, on average, of course, she's getting more views. She got a few views, but a few thousand and stuff like that. But from what I'm looking at, the best video she has with the most views is that one that you were looking at last, I think, with 32,000. And then the next one I see is like 8.5. I think she has a 10K one or 17K when she's talking about a Tina Turner or something else. But how does the den with only, you know, 1,700 subscribers, I'm not famous, I'm not anybody, have a video with more fucking views than a celebrity like Monique? And so that has to tell you, like, she either is not putting in the ground. Okay, no, I'm lying. I see one. She got a 63K right there, because that other one only got, I think it's like 60, maybe 61. So my thing is, she needs to. My fault. I'm all in the. I'm all in the shit trying to see. I'm comparing, but what's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening? I have no comment on that. Yeah, that's what I say. All my damn best videos is about fucking it's fucking Jesse. I don't know what the fuck that was. I have no idea what the fuck that fucking song was. So yeah, we'll go ahead and end that. Fucking Ed man trying to take all my YouTube monies. Playing bad music. I have no idea who the fuck that is. But again, so, you know, that's just the situation with Monique. Like, so that tells you that she's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, she should definitely be doing something more. You know what I'm saying? They made it so you claim it off your video. God damn. Oh man, the mixtapes, that brings back old memories. My mixtapes used to be fire though. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers had to burn CDs and shit, y'all, you see, y'all youngsters. Y'all youngsters don't know nothing about having to make, you know, mixtapes. Oh, that's funny. Damn, I'm missing out on fucking that's from the other fucking shit. But I remember making fucking burning CDs and shit. Y'all youngsters don't know nothing about that player. Oh, you said that EA's coming out with a game. What game is coming out on the 22nd? Is that what, Anthem? Man, there's a couple of things coming out this weekend. It's that fucking What's coming out? The damn Far Cry. I want that shit. That Far Cry, I need to check that out. Yeah, I can't even see what you know about that, man. I'm gonna bring back old school freestyles for y'all. We're gonna do that shit like the man, I'm telling you, man, look at motherfucker used to, man, like I said, especially in the city when that's when they used to have like the Quiet Storm and shit like that. That's when I used to make a killing during the Quiet Storm. Right in the commercial break, go back, play it, make sure I set that bitch right at the end of that bitch. Man, you know, it making them motherfuckers was, tapes were problematic. What is a squeef? Yeah, we're gonna be dressed up like Bootsy Collins. You say, Owl City, 3-6 Mafia, Black Eyed People. What you know about that 3-6 Mafia there, boy? I don't know nothing about that boy. Yeah, now everything's USB now. Fucking take a bunch of shit, fucking Spotify, mix it up. Far Cry Blood Dragon. Man, yeah, I seen that MK11. Like I said, that shit made me want to, I went back and started playing that MKX just to try to get a little bit back used. Because I'm for real, I think it's been since like, the last one I remember really playing, I'm pretty sure I might have played somewhere along the way, but last one I remember playing before that I started fucking with the X again was Ultimate 3. You know what I'm saying? So, it's terrible. But yeah, it's a couple of new games that's finna be coming out that should be interesting. Katy Perry, you say? I'm going to let you have that one. But now, so, again, but I think ultimately when it comes down to it, when we look at it, and again, I'm not a person who tells anybody, because, you know, when Monique had the Netflix situation, until I figured out, you know, learned how it worked, I'm not a person who says, you know, I feel like you should go out and get what you're worth. And it's funny because the same people were saying Monique ain't worth, you know, $2 million, because I think that's what she was trying to get from the Netflix or whatever. Or now the same people saying, you know, Steve Harvey's going. But that's why I say, like, now I don't even think it's not about integrity. It's about motherfuckers being mad because people got more money than them. And I think that's just where people are. Like, people are upset because they don't have this level of money as other people. But again, like I say, when you don't get talked about, when you're not that person, so like I say, you know, Steve Harvey sitting on 140 million, it's 140 million motherfuckers might be talking about his ass right now. Or it's 140 million fucking mentions and retweets and everything else going on about him right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's a very interesting title. So man, I'm trying to think of the last time I booted up a CD. Like I don't even have a fucking CD drive on my fucking PC. Like, there was no point in getting one. Like, no installation CDs, no nothing. No, there's no need for any of those things now. But oh yeah, I seen that. The nigga that stopped the time. That's some crazy shit. So like, what happens though if you fight him on fucking Cause I heard that they say they could adjust the clock, but what if you fight him on fucking, you know, unlimited time? Motherfuckers rendered useless. God damn it. So it's very interesting. So make sure he was king of the world, mid-80s. That's what I'm saying. Are artists like that? Oh yeah, very interesting. I'm glad you mentioned the socials. Let me push my magic button. There we go. Make sure you check out the Honcho socials because that's what you need. Yeah, I ain't gonna sing. Everybody gonna be like, well, I'm done for the night. But again, make sure you follow Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all Den Show Live. And again, the link, it should be in the description for the Facebook group if you are a Facebooker. We just post random shit and stuff like that. You know. So, but again, you know, you could even do the Thriller. Man, It makes me think about that fucking Key and Peele. That motherfucker came to the Halloween party like Michael Jackson, and he didn't know he didn't know he was dead or whatever. That was hilarious. But my thing is, like I say, I look at this situation and a lot of the hate and feedback that Harvey got. And my thing is, I try to, I'm lying, but I'm gonna say it. It sounds good if I say it though. That I try to separate, people in their history from, in their current actions. And again, I can go in this situation not liking Harvey for certain things, but I can't knock his hustle. So, I appreciate that. It gives you, when you see somebody else do something, let you know that you can do it. The whole 60-year-old ass Steve Harvey can do 32 shows a day. Shit, I can do a couple of streams a day. But my thing is, I don't feel like he said anything terribly wrong. I don't feel like he gave her bad advice. It would be different if you were telling somebody who's new to Hollywood, well, get in there, you go play the game, and, if you want to get to that level, you know what you got to do. Monique, what is it that she's not already doing that she would have to do to get back in the Hollywood conversation? If you're in an open relationship, that means, you doing the dizzly doozly and you with the shit. You know what I'm saying? $20 a week. What? That's crazy. If she already, with the open relationship shit, so that don't matter. She obviously with the freaky shit. My whole thing, the thing that I would think that like the caller said, like he should said about her pride, man. And that's really what it is. It's her pride. Like, nobody's asking Monique to do anything outrageous but apologize. Because these people aren't talking about you. You're talking about them. You're going on show after show after show. Oprah and Tyler Perry and such, they did it. You say, because young kids aren't using Facebook. Yeah, I see that. Not, I don't, man, look. I don't see what motherfuckers see. It's a bunch of people. It's even some motherfuckers I follow on Twitter, and they're very conservative in view. They hate all things liberal, but they motherfucking me will sit here and say that AOC is hot. She's fine. They call it. I think she is. She looks like something off A Bug's Life. I am not an AOC fan at all. Like, I do not think she's attractive. She looks like a crazy lady. It's someone you definitely need to stay away from late nights in the club. If she's in the club, bad deal. What is it? The female sip. There you go. Like, she's like, I don't see how motherfuckers say she's, man, that's not my bag, man. Like, every time she says something, Ocasio Cortez, whatever her name is. Like, and the thing that kills me is, like, she's a freshman. They motherfuckers act like she is the motherfucking the most fearsome motherfucker ever. She is terrible though. Like, she looks like she does drugs. Okay. And not the drugs that Kamala Harris falsely claims to do. She fucking does the real drugs that, you got to take some time off from work to get over. She's crazy looking, man. She is crazy looking. Like, she, no, thank you. I'm chill on that one. I'm sure I have some things on my resume that I'm sure I regret. I'm definitely sure I have some things. I'm not sure I know for a fact I have some things on my resume that that I do regret. That's a no-go. That's a no-go, man. I'm cool on that. That's one of those, hey man, my homegirl, you know, we going over there and she got a friend. Look, we're gonna have to swap or something. Like, I don't want that one. We gonna have to figure out this situation. I'm going home. You have to take the L on that. Like, that's a no-go, bro. No, I did not. I lied. I didn't lie, but I had not read up on it. I wrote it down. I was looking at it before the damn stream, and I did not read up on it. But I will. But actually, I thought about it, especially when Avicii was talking about the other rapper. That's when I really thought about it. She's crazy. She looks like one of those, I don't know, man. It might not be for sport. It might be for life. She looks like one of those, you hit it, now we're married type chicks. Like, ain't no letting go. You know, you get that. She's going to be attached to you for life. Hard squats and deadlifts, no. It's not even, I don't even know what her body type really looks like. I have no idea, you know. She seems to be a slimmer chick. Again, like I said, I've never really just paid too much attention, but it's the face. That's all I really know. It's the face, man. It's something about her face. It's just like, I'm cool on that. She's gonna boil Scotty's look. Oh man, I'm gonna post a picture of Scotty where he looks like a vicious killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, and he's like the fucking softest motherfucker. I meant to post it earlier because I was fucking with him, and he has this fucking look like he is just a rabid rabbit. Man, she is. No, it's not my bag. She's not. I mean, I'm saying, you know, some people like it, and that's cool. I'm not with it. She's just, you know, y'all already know me anyway. So, but that's just definitely, you know, like I said, I just no, I don't. I just something about it. I mean, maybe it's because I always see all the memes I see of her and her crazy faces, and it's terrible. Bill Cosby said Jill is great and he been working out. Oh, Bill finna come out swole and fuck somebody up. I haven't seen the video of that. I don't know. I might have to. Let me see. Let me see. Monique or AOC. Appreciate the love, persuasion. Feed Scotty, post Scotty, free Scotty. I'm gonna post a picture of Scotty up on the gram after the stream. I'll post it on my regular gram, and I'll post it on the Den Show Live gram. Man, she just what? Pillow talk. What is pillow talk? There'd be no pillow talk. I'd immediately go to the sink, wash my dick off, and regret everything I'd done as I went home. I want no parts of that. Like, why did I just do that? You know, that old regrettable feeling. But the thing is, like, even if I was single and did it, I'd have that cheating feeling. Like, oh, why did I just do that? I'm such a fucking piece of shit. Oh man, I got to bring back my what did I used to do in the sauce? I used to have some dance moves. I got to bring back. I got to get some new little dance moves. But my thing is, man. Again, I'm just not a fan. Not to knock anybody else's preferences. She just, I don't think it would be a fun time. Would not be a fun time for me. She threw me $15K for the sauce in the den. Do I have to tell anybody? Do I have to tell anybody that she did it? If y'all just seen the den was all decked out and had a new location, looking like it wouldn't look like Joe Rogan. I'd probably have a different layout. But if y'all saw the sauce in the den looking differently, how confident I'd do it. I'd do it. I just wouldn't tell nobody. Yeah, nah, man. See, what had happened was, yeah, man, I just found, $15,000 in the hotel drawer, man. Yeah, Jack, what was I doing at the hotel? Man, look, man, I don't even know. I just, I had to get away, man. Yeah. So, let me see. Yeah, I definitely, it would be a bad deal. But nah, I don't know, man. That's a tough one though. AFC is a tough one. But you said celebrity crush. That's tough because I don't really be knowing celebrities like that. What's old gal's name? Napita could get it. Napita could definitely get it. Youngo, whatever however you say her name. Napita could get it. Yeah, that's the thing though. But see, like I didn't say see if there's a catch of having to like stay the night, I don't know, man. Look, do I get to hit it and quit, or do I have to like stay, around for a certain amount of time, or I'd have to like, can I bring a couple of blunts? I'm gonna definitely need to forget this stuff. Just be in a situation like I forgot. Let me see. I definitely have to. I maybe Napita might get it. I can't think of any other celebrities that I really just pay that much attention to, man. That Asian's gonna get Cosby. Man's gonna definitely Cosby the Asian chick. It's over for her. She made a bad decision by giving him her number. It's over with. So you're about to hear some breaking news coming out of U of H. U of H rec basketball player Hot Cosby's young Asian freshman. Yeah, it's gonna be very, very bad. Only one of those that I just know what they look like off rip is Ashanti. Breaking news, Braylon. Yeah, you're gonna be over there giving all the info. Ashanti could get it. She got thick. Old Ashanti, maybe not so much, but thick Ashanti could get it. I'm lying. SZA, SZA, whatever her fucking however you say her name, she definitely get that work. I don't know, man. Like I said, it's tough. I got get the Kardashian, but the thing about the Kardashian curse is you're gonna blow up for a little bit. So you know what I'm saying, like you're gonna be like the biggest financial expert in America for a few years, and then B&B, he's been eating chicken burgers like old buddy off Popeye. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think he's been working on some school stuff. I don't know if Yates basketball still playing or not. I haven't talked to him in a little bit. I know he's been in the chat, but I haven't been in the chat mostly. I've been cutting my Skype notifications off. The motherfuckers be blowing up and shit. So I hadn't really been cutting them on. I just hop in and out. But I see him post from there from time to time. Josh, what's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, Lamar Odom definitely came out in a bad situation. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Hey, it's your boy Josh again, man.
Josh, what's the motherfucking deal, Josh? What do you want to drop in the den tonight, man?
All right, man. But about this topic, man, I don't really follow a whole lot of the entertainment business, so I don't really know what really happened. We're kind of sorry to everybody because I really don't really follow that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is. But I just called to check in back on that cruise stuff, man, because I know you be worried about me about that. So really what happened was like I had a feeling like because apparently right now like the group chat it died down and nobody really talking to nobody, and like somebody was hitting up the group chat talking about, man, why nobody talking no more? And I was like, don't this clown got a test or something? Like, if anybody not in school, I know Ed man know about this. Like, everybody got tests right now. That's why I be barely in the sauce, barely in the den, because I didn't have like 5 papers due, and I have like 3 different tests all this weekend. So, yeah, but I've been on my grind all day, man. I just hope I do well, man.
Okay. I'm still wondering why you fucking with this. Why you fucking with this cruise, man? Don't do it.
Trying to meet new friends, bro.
Man, don't do it. Reconsider. Read some literature on the subject. You sure? Nigga, fuck it.
I'm trying to expand on my horizon, man. I already got everything else down. I got the Mexicans down. I got the Asians down. I gotta get the black people down.
Man, you trying to expand some cheeks overseas on the damn cruise? That's what you trying to do, man. You ain't fooling nobody over here, man. I know what you up to, Josh, man. I peeped the game, man. You know what I'm saying? I know what's really going down over in these parts. Roscoe, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Yes, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that though, man. Like I say, if it's a kosher experience and something you want to do, man, then don't let me discourage you. All I'm gonna say is wrap it up twice.
Right, man, sure. Hey, bye, man.
All right, that's a bit, Josh, man. I appreciate your call, man.
All right, man.
Already. Look, I'm telling you, we're gonna start we're gonna have a den cruise, man. Once the den reaches a solid number, we're gonna get a cruise together. I don't know where we're going, you know, but we gonna get it going. So that's what we gonna do. We gonna motherfucking meet. We gonna get a cruise going. It's gonna be like I don't know, man. I don't know how that would work though, because like I guess we'd like have to. I don't know, would the boat have Wi-Fi? Because, you know, like I'd still have to stream, you know, every night, because it wouldn't be right for the people who couldn't go on the cruise. You know, you still got to keep the cruise going, or maybe just like a 3-day cruise, so it ain't just you motherfucker all the way out the way, you know. But cruising the gals to hell down. Somebody just drive that bitch. Let's see. we have to figure it out. Well, whenever the den grows, we'll figure it all out, and we'll do we'd have a live show from the den. No, Kenneth can't go. Man, hey, Erykah. I mean, I'm glad. Yeah, Erykah Badu would definitely get to work. Erykah Badu. Look, hey, I don't know what she did to Andre 3 Stacks, but I would definitely like to find out. I would definitely like to investigate. Cruise down 45, shit. Ain't no cruise that bitch, motherfucker. Get caught up in some traffic and shit. So that would be terrible. But I can swim. I swim like Michael Phelps. Call me Honcho Phelps in this bitch. Yeah, no, I ain't gonna do that. No, fuck that ferry. Last time I fucked with a ferry, well, not the last time, but I remember in high school, man, fucking with that goddamn ferry, goddamn birds shit on me. Trying to be cool, feed the birds some goddamn crackers that I just realized didn't even give a fuck, just shit on me. So I said next time, well, if I remember and am thinking about getting on the ferry, I'm taking some goddamn Alka-Seltzer. Fuck them birds. I know it's not gonna be the same bird that did me bad, but somebody got to pay for that shit. Nah, Kenneth can't come. Kenneth too young, man. Kenneth he gotta stay wherever he at, man. You know, it's Kenneth got to keep getting his hustle on. He on a mission. He need to study and shit. So Kenneth can't go. Kenneth mama can come, but Kenneth can't go. Yeah, Heidi, I don't know what Heidi. That's some other stuff. Yeah. Oh, if Edman goes, yeah. I mean, look, you better have one of them covered drinks and shit. Take your shit with you to the bathroom. Motherfucker come back, be all tipsy. I think she likes me. I'm gonna take her over here and have a conversation. I gotta watch out for Edman, man. If there's a spike in bad events that happen at U of H, we know who to look at. Edman done did it. Man, you're gonna see he gonna leave his mark in their dorm room, his initials EM. Edman strikes again. God damn. But see, it's gonna be funny because you're gonna hear there's been a spike of sexual harassment in the Asian community at U of H. It's gonna be over with. Poor Ed, man. Sauce Cruise on 45. It's gonna be a yeah, it's just gonna be a slab. You're gonna ride slab down 45, hit the seawall, do it like they used to do back in the Kappa. You know what I'm saying? And fucking turn around, and then fucking and turn back around, and then call it a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yep, that was fun. You know, it was a good time for everybody. But my friends of the den, I think it's about that time. Oh man, look, I don't even want to get into talk about the Moody Towers or the Colored Oaks, man. Look, that shit brought back flashbacks. When you said that, I'm like, oh, that's like trigger words. Where they at? Where they at? Goddamn. But man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Make sure y'all fucking with the den on the proper socials. We'll be back at it tomorrow night at 10. You know, same den time, same den channel. 2 a.m. is where is that shit? I'm still halfway tired from last night. We got off this bitch late. But, you know, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for fucking with it. Brandon 335, she trying to pull off on you, man. It's all good. You know, she still don't got no special handshake. Oh man. And for those of y'all who don't know, peace, the 3-finger peace sign. I ain't done that in a while. I gotta bring that back. I was supposed to do a shirt for the 3-finger peace sign. But I appreciate all y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming through. We'll be back at it again tomorrow night at 10 Central. And you know, tell a friend about the den. Only tell your cool friends. Don't tell your weirdo friends. Don't let them come into the den. You know what I'm saying? Get them up out of here. Heidi ho. Dating and shit. But man, I appreciate y'all for real. But I'm gonna call it a wrap. Be back at it tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be dropping some regular videos and things like that. But with that being said, y'all ain't got to go home. But y'all got to get the fuck up out of here. I'm out. Goddamn line and shit still on there. Ain't that about a bitch? All right, y'all get out of here. It's time to go. Go to sleep, sweet dreams, count sheep, all that good shit.